Do you know who I've seen do this? Allie, my girlfriend. I coached her in powerlifting. I've watched her pee on the deadlift platform in front of a large powerlifting audience. Coach Greg, and today I'm going to be responding to Derek from More Plates, More Dates, who did a video on a woman who the title says she's peeing all over the gym every time she deadlifts.
She is urinating in the middle of the set, which is something I have personally never seen before. In the comment section, you need diapers, dude. After digging into this, apparently a lot more common than many of us have probably thought.
And so Derek says, I've personally never seen this before, but after researching a bit more, he says it's actually more common than people think. And so I watched his video and I had to leave a comment. I wrote, extremely common. Coached several female powerlifters and bodybuilders who've had this problem. More common as we age, but they do have surgeries for this level of incontinence. And 140 plus people responded and saying,
if it was actually this common, why aren't other coaches saying this? Why are you the only one? Why this, why that? As
if I'm some kind of a liar, as if I'm gonna make up a story that I've seen this happen before many times, and that it's way more common than you think. Not a little bit more, excessively common. And is it related to any specific lifts done in the gym? In fact, yes. Guess which one is the most common exercise causing incontinence in females? The deadlift. Want to take a guess at the least common? The bench press. And so yes, it's in fact extremely common. Do you know who I've seen do this? Allie, my girlfriend. I coached her in powerlifting. I've watched her pee on the deadlift platform in front of a large powerlifting audience. So it's not as uncommon as you think. I've witnessed it. I've coached several other powerlifters, and guess what? They don't want me to mention their names. Why? Because it's embarrassing. People don't want to announce,
hey, guess what? I peed myself.
Just like people don't want to announce,
hey, guess what? I just shat myself.
People don't want to admit things that are embarrassing to them. So I know a lot, several, not a couple, lots of women who do this. Not all squirt out to that extent as you're seeing in this video on the platform, but many do it to this extent and many others to a lesser extent. Enough so that your pants are wet, but not enough that it's squirting out onto the floor. But it is very common. Also more common in women who are pregnant.
It's at nearly half reported stress urinary incontinence. And I was like, shit, like that seems way higher than you would think.
Also want to address this. A lot of people are saying,
oh, it's the trend.
It is not steroid use that is causing incontinence. In fact, it's more common in women who aren't on PDs. Most people who have urinary incontinence are not on performance-enhancing drugs. And as you get older, way more common. And so many people left comments saying,
hey, find a new sport, give it up. You can't do this.
What happened to acceptance? We can't accept this? I'm on a resort, people get drunk, and they're peeing in the pool all the time. What do you think is worse? A little puddle of urine on the floor that you're not bathing in, that you're not potentially drinking? Or when you go in the pool, that pee that she has is going to be wiped clean. It's not affecting me. It's not going to hurt me. It doesn't have any impact on my lifting performance in the gym. And so are we suddenly going to say to someone who's an elite level competitive athlete and say,
sorry, you have to give up the sport that you love because you have a medical condition?
Really? Does that sound fair to you? She has a medical condition. You think she chooses to do this? She does it on purpose? Of course not. And so I think it's totally unfair that you could say to somebody,
you can't deadlift anymore because you're gonna pee on the floor.
Yet we'll accept the fact that people who are born male can transition to female and compete against other women who are clearly given a genetic advantage of having extra testosterone.
But no, we can't let somebody who pees on the floor lift weights.
Does that sound fair?
She does not seem to censor the replies. She's like pretty fucking open about her stuff. If you put this on the internet, you would expect a response in some capacity with people outside of your niche to be a bit more like, what the f I just witnessed.
So this woman is brave enough to post these videos knowing people are going to criticize her. She's putting herself out there and letting the world know, hey, I have this problem. Many others do, and they don't speak up about it. But perhaps if more people do, less people will feel intimidated, less people will feel bad. And yet, so many people are making jokes about this, making fun of her, whether it's because she's peeing on the floor or that she's using PDs and so on. For some reason, it's okay to make fun of this woman for having a medical condition where she pees on the floor, but Chris Rock can't make a joke about G.I. Jane and looking bald.
Oh, wow!
Wow! Think of it. You can't make a joke about somebody being bald, but you can in fact make fun and put someone down for peeing because she has a medical condition. Does that seem fair?
Like, I've had a nosebleed mid-set before.
And so Derek brings up a good point. He's been in the gym having a nosebleed. Let's say every time you did deadlifts or squats, you had a nosebleed, blood dripped on the floor. Should they ban you from lifting weights because, well, who wants to have blood on the floor? Think about it. Next, every time you squat, let's say it squirted out into the pants a little bit. Is it over for you? Can you never lift again? Perhaps it smells, it's bothering other people. Do you know what bothers me when I go to the gym? People who don't wear deodorant. When I go to the gym and I'm training next to someone within, say, 40 feet of them, and they have such bad body odor, I can't work out. That's literally affecting my workout. I don't smell some girl in the corner doing deadlifts. I don't care about that. I don't particularly like having such foul body odor that I can't even work out. But yet they let them in the gym. Perhaps they have a medical condition where they can't wear deodorant. Perhaps they can't afford the deodorant. I don't know. Perhaps they can't afford to wash. I don't know where they've come from. I don't like it, but they allow them. I think the women who pee on the floor should be allowed to lift weights, same as men or women who have nosebleeds or people that fart, poop themselves, and so on. And so there you have it. You can believe me that it's more common than you think, or you can believe people who are randomly trolling and making fun of somebody because they have a medical condition. The choice is yours. Ending it here. GregDoucette.com for coaching. Greg Doucette, IFBB Pro. Please watch one of the bloops. Don't forget about the harder than last time supplements. Turkestrone's back in stock finally. It's been tough to keep it in the stock. I've tried my best. You can only supply so many. Also, new protein powder flavors, new pre-workout stims, no stims, so much going on. The Seco bar, of course, is selling. Amazing. People are loving that. Please go to the website and don't forget, subscribe, click the bell button to get notified right away. Comment for the algorithm. That can help me out. And until next time, I am out.